fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Mask, I see no fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Through this mask, I see no fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Mask, I see no fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
Good evening,
Sir,
everyone. Welcome
what's your
back to
command? Your
JOYTIME
team
Cup.
is
Tonight, we
banning.
are going to have the match between Blood Oath and Chill Guy, and we are approaching the end stages of the lower brackets. So, we are going to have a
Time to
best of
drop
three
the
here to
beat
decide
of
who
the
is going to
Our
go
team is
on
banning.
ahead. So, casting tonight will be myself, Fredo, and casting alongside me is
The
Peachy.
Immortal One
Peachy,
chose me
how
to
are you?
Your
vanquish the
team is
shadows
I'm
that
all
banning.
good.
plague
How
this
are you,
world.
Fredo?
Well, very, very fine. And we can see the bans already happening. Okay, the bans are really quick. It seems like both the teams have a homework which they have done and they want to go with a certain plan here.
Definitely, a major chunk of a assassins getting banned. Look at them. The Suyu, the
Butterflies
Fanny, the
born by the
Joy.
Your
That means
flesh,
team is
both of the
banning.
guided
one of these
by
teams are
lantern's
really looking
light.
for that the fighter jungler or maybe that Fred jungle. But let's just see what they have in mind. But for now, Blood Oath. We know that they have been one of the underdogs of Joy Time Cup right here, and Chilgai as well. They have been continuously performing very good, but today will be the decider that best of three. Now the Zushin does get banned, and we might be seeing a respect ban onto that Harith, or maybe something onto the goal laner, or maybe the Matilda herself, because you don't want to give out a Matilda as the first pick. She is really a good
Still
utility
waters
support
run deep.
with
Your
the
team is banning.
amount of synergy that she has with the junglers currently in this meta.
Definitely, you don't want to leave the Matilda open for the enemy side. But like you mentioned, the Harith as well, right? In this patch, the Harith is one of those nerve-wracking, game-wrecking, game-changing hero, right?
Fight!
Because
Fight for the ultimate
he just
Your
hits
team
so
is
hard right
picking.
now from the early game itself. So banning out the Harith should be a good choice, but of course there is
Magic
the
is my life.
jung.
Your team is
In Hindi
picking.
we call it jungli, or what do you call it in English? The wild woman called Hilda will be banned out here. This woman is literally very, very annoying
My
because you
mission
cannot really
is
kill
to
her because of
protect
all the
Eyes on
lives.
the
abilities that
way.
she has. Too
Your team
much,
is picking.
what is that called? Too much sustain actually. But okay, look at that. The two heroes that you just mentioned being picked up here, and along with that, oh my god, we'll be seeing the Hylos flying with the wings of the Matilda here.
Oh, the Matilda was open. The Matilda will be taken into the hands. But the Harriet, this is something of a hero that you cannot underestimate. The buff that he received recently, quite recently, that really helped him on to, putting him back into the meta. Now, I'm curious to know what will be the counter for that Harriet moving ahead into the picks. Blood Oath yet to be picked
Burn
two
the
more
steel.
heroes. We might be looking onto that EXP lane. Now the Phobias is open, but no, they go in for that Gatot Kacha. While both the EXP laners are really matching
Oh,
their speed for now. But look at them. There we go. Xbox finally coming onto the play after so long. He used to be known as the tank killer, melting down those tanks. Right now, can he do the same in this assassin meta?
well, he could do the same here because the enemy has a lot of heroes that can be melted down, especially the high loss. But I do feel like the CC will do a better job here, and they still have room for the CC. If they decide to send the Gatot Kacha for the
Only
roam
love at
and the
night
Xbox
Your
for the
are
team
jungle,
is
then you
everlasting.
can
banning.
still accommodate the CC in their lineup, and the CC does very, very well against the high loss because we already know the Matilda is going for roam and the Hylos is going to the EXP. So sending the CC to the
Among
EXP
the
would be a
planes
game changing
exists
Your
thing
the
here.
team is
But
equilibrium,
looks
banning.
like
which
Team Chill
I
Guy
was
will
made
be
for.
having their hands on the Sicilian now.
Okay, look at them,
Your team
Sicilians,
is
another
banning.
hero who did not do anything just because his pick rate was high, skyrocketed, just getting nerfed as well. Now, we did see the nerf coming up, and it kind of affects him into the mid game as well. We
Who
have
said there
known
are
that
no
Sicilian
shortcuts in
popping off
life?
into the mid
I
game quite
literally invented
recently, but
one.
now that was all removed, and he's purely that late game. Now you need that around 200 stacks to deal like good amount of damage to melt down those heroes. Now, if a Sicilian pairs it up with a sprint, I believe that it would be a good course of action given the fact that the lasting insanity would be there for him every single time.
Definitely, they're going to mark him down. You do have the guiding wind as well, to save yourself by dashing away from the last insanity. And looking at the second phase of the bans right now, we see a Yves and a Chip, a lot of area control, a lot of rotation. You don't want the Matilda's rotation to be, followed up by this Chip because both of these
Gaze
heroes can rotate really
upon the
quickly. So
Your
edge
that
of
is
the
team
why
is
void.
the
picking.
Chip has been banned out here.
Let's
Along with
go.
the Eve as well, the zone control which
Your
this
team is
Katot Kacha will
picking.
provide, if it gets paired up with Eve, then it's going to be chaos for Team Chill guys. So banning out the Eve as well is a very good option here. And on the other side, though, Blood Oath will be looking to ban out. Oh my God, five jungle bans here coming in from Blood Oath. We don't really see this happening every day. My goodness.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Bolaro, they just don't want to mess around, all those assassins. And especially all of them are that assassins. So they want to give a lot of farm to that Xbox. They want to give a lot of path for the Xbox to deal that damage, take away the
Trust.
game as well. But now
Alpha is
coming
Your
back to
online.
the
team
pick
is
phase,
picking.
yet again, we are looking at an alpha coming onto the play. But wait a minute. If the alpha is here, where will the Xbox go?
Well, definitely they are going to send this Xbox to the EXP and the Alpha to the jungle, probably because
The
I feel like the
incarnation of
Alpha can actually,
Capricorn is
farm up more
here.
faster than the Xborg. But of course, we'll be seeing that when we enter the game. But for now, Chill guys will be picking up the Martis as a jungler. Damn, that's really. I mean, there are some off meta picks here as well, along with some meta picks. But of course, the Irithel is a very very game changing hero here. Irithel and Harith, I mean, both of them received a significant buff in the recent patch. So I'm really thinking which one will be the better one here in the goal league.
Oh, okay. Something like both of them really have a mobility hero into the marksman. Irithel can dish out damage while moving her joystick, walking around the map. So she can be a little safe, but when that Zaman first drops, she needs to get out of that
Welcome to Mobile
AoE,
Legends.
as much soon as possible because she really cannot
5
tank that
seconds till the
any
enemy reaches the
magic damage. But
battlefield.
ladies and
Smash them.
gentlemen, we are back into the land of Dawn. The
Ultimate.
first match of the day, Blood maybe taking over Team Chill Guy, or will it be the vice versa? We will be knowing that very, very soon. But for now, these players, all the teams are all ready to take down going into the quarterfinals.
Definitely, and it'll be really interesting to see the mid lane matchup as well, right? Both of these heroes they scale really well into the late game. It's going to be the Xavier up against the Sicilian, and both of them rocking the best skins in the game as well. And with that, let's see if the Harith and Irithel matchup as well. It will be really interesting to see which one wins out. But for now, you can already see that Harith, like I said, it dominates in the early game so well. So after it reaches the level 4, the Irithel has to be really careful to maintain the position with herself because otherwise she'll be getting caught with that Zaman force.
That's true. That's true. There we go. Both the teams are just looking for that first blood. Now the Alpha might be the one. Now under the bot lane as well. I was surprised to see an Xbox getting matched up against a high loss. Looks like Team Bloodos have not forgotten their roots. Xbox used to be one of the meta heroes, a classic pick for tanky heroes, and they are still continuing that culture now, moving ahead into the turtle as well. It's just few seconds left, and both the teams are gearing up for it. The one team, Team Bloodroad, who are the ones right now taking up that. Look at them, they are dealing so much damage. Right, the alpha charge onto the two members. There we go, we got that first blood, but it will be the cutoff culture with the last hit gets it, and they are just dispersing, getting ready for the turtle which just spawned.
Yep, the Sicilian being taken down early game, not a really good thing to happen for Team Chill guys, because we know, okay, last Insanity being popped up there, really aggressive approach from the X-Borg, will be getting a kill as well in the name, along with the turtle. Things looking really good right now for Blood Oath. Meanwhile, Chill guys, they have to stop chilling and they have to start to get serious, because oh my god, Buff Invade as well coming in, look at that. Martis getting taken down with a dawning light. The Xavier really coming out on top. Goes to Satoru, showing that he is the one who is the strongest.
Okay, yup, now the Xavier is also farming up slowly and steadily. This is really looking great for them. But, into the early stages of the game, you always seen the Xavier as a support. He's just there to immobilize, he's just there to deal little damage. But once he gets into the late game, total beast. You cannot escape the dawning light. You cannot escape the immobilize that he brings in, and as he stacks onto that holy crystal as well. My God, you need to make sure that you're taking him down right before the team fight starts. Now the Sicilian is something onto the late game as well. Now he needs to connect his Sanguine Claws. That's what of a concern that we will be looking at the top lane. I do see the Irrital jumping with the heavy crossbow, and she will be taken on Alpha too aggressive, taken down so much turret damage as well. He was successfully taken down one person and trying to escape now. Now he does escape successfully. That one man pick off and just disperse, because they know the Martyrs is there. The Martyrs might punish them if they overextend any point of time.
Yep. And the Sicilian got a lot of a lot of stacks as well onto the Alpha. The Alpha was taking all the damage of that Bat's Feast, and the Sicilian able to get a good amount of stacks. And with that, look at that, already reaching the 50 stacks mark, pretty decent, even though he was the first blood of the entire game. But yeah, now they're catching up in terms of farm. Even though, I mean, it's 3k gold lead, but you do have a good late game composition. So if you can extend this game a little bit longer into the 19 or 20 minutes mark, you can really take it in your own hands. But now Martis.
Oh, look at the Martyrs going in. He's trying to get killed, but no, it will be the Xbox who got the double kill right there. Now, Blasting Insanity does a good amount of damage with the AOG, but it will be the Sicilian who will be taken down. Now, members are falling down left and right. 7-0. They are definitely, on that chopping board right now, and as well as the pressure building onto them.
Definitely the pressure is high. They are losing turrets, they are losing objectives, they are giving away kills left and right. And there seems to be no stop of it. I mean, it just keeps happening again and again. Even if they try to play it safe, the enemy just forcing them into fights and able to come out on top as well. So there seems to be no reply right now that Team Chill can give to Team Blood Oath. So the only thing that I said, oh my goodness, look at the damage from this. Had it Donnie Light connects as well, but the shield from Matila will be saving it. Then now the Bat's Beast has come in. There is a Sanguine Claws as well, grabs them inside. But the combo of the Xavier will be taking down the Sicilian. And with that, that was a very, very bad play from the Sicilian. I mean, he is, like you said, he needs a lot of stacks right now. So if you want him to get those stacks, then you have to play it safe. I'm not really doing that right now. The Sicilian, oh my god, Nartis gets taunted. He gets taken down as well.
Okay, now on the side of Team Blood Oath, they are dominating, making sure that they are not giving away deaths as well. They're not giving away kills for the other side. Now, this means that the goal difference is definitely into their hands, along with the goal, with the kill difference as well. Now, look at them, 6 minutes already done, and no kills for so far for the side of Team Chill guys. We are seeing a little disciplined gameplay coming in from the side of Team Blood Oath, but there we go. Looks like I have jinxed it. They finally got the first kill, and that would be the Xbox falling down. So much damage already for that high loss. With the help of Matilda, he was sustaining that. He got that little thing going on. But for now, the turtle will be up very, very soon. Top lane yet again. Irithel on the chopping board, but she is safe for now. There is a little freeze game coming up, but that doesn't help much. Okay, Harith is in. Dawning Light does connect onto her. 50% of the HP already blown off. Now Irithel doesn't have any choice. She has to back up or she has to die. Now teams are looking at the top lanes yet again.
Yep, it seems to be a one-sided game so far, and the Sicilian, like I said, is the main guy who can carry this game because he can clear those lanes and resist pushing those turrets. So he has to be doing that, but it seems like the rotation is very slow, and that's why, look at them, they might be able to take this mid lane, but will they be able to do so? Let's find out. Sicilian making his way into the turret. The Xavier will be the one getting caught there, and Decimation takes him down. AOG will be coming in as well. Does not really connect. Alpha charge on the 3 members, but it's not enough. He revitalize, doing a lot of, giving a lot of help to the Hylos right now. Gets taunted and will get taken down with the Gatot Kacha's Iron Punch.
Oh my god, so much damage already picking up. As far as Amatus is concerned, his power spikes loses around that 12th minute of the game. Again, if he loses that power spike around the time, that it is gonna get quite hefty for them because they need someone to deal that damage. They need someone to give them the little front laner. If he stacks onto that tankiness, I believe he can make he can do some work. But let's just see, the turrets are falling down. The turrets are looking into the hands of the side of Team Blood. Oh, they are not stopping, and they won't be stopped because the power spikes are already here. There is just a mid game already. Now look at them, they are trying to go in. Now Mart is looking quite low, will be using the guiding winds to be safe. He is safe for now, but onto the topping block it pulls the Matilda, who's trying to white, but no, it will be the Sicilian who falls run along with the Martis, who did not retreat but stayed into that team. So what's coming? Alright, actually onto the face of Irithel will be taken down. The Dawning Lights was there, but it does get missed. Now look at that domination. That is what we were looking for in this match. Slowly turning towards that one-sided.
Yup, definitely. I mean, look at them, right? They're going in so aggressively inside the turrets, and the way they're using the skills as well, layering those skills one by one, able to come out on top. I mean, able to maximize the potential of every hero, because of which they're able to come out on top and win the team fights, even inside the turrets. So even turrets are not really safe anymore for Team Chill guys. They have to be really careful with their approach right now. Even though they have the Matilda, even though they have the Hylos, they have a lot of mobility heroes. Even the Martis though is taking a lot of hits and he gets melted way too easily, so he has to wait in the back lines. He cannot afford to be on the front lines anymore. And with that being said, Lord approaching from the top side. Let's see if Team Blood are able to crack down the inhibitors.
Let's wait and watch. For now, the itemization was here, but it's okay. We will be. Oh, we got it. We got that back. Talking about the itemization, Team Chilgai are far behind. They need to stack up on that anti-heal. We are seeing two anti-heal coming up, but now that enchanted talisman might not be the good item right here for that Matilda, given the fact that they are on a deficit and she needs to stack on to defend. Especially Oracle, look at them, the loss of insanity coming onto the play. The members are dispersed. Shogai onto the back lane, trying to deal damage. But Irithel in a very safe position, but they take down the Lord, which was the main important thing. They try to go in. Martis will be the one there along with the Matilda. They just don't want to give it up. The minions are falling down. The minions are pouring in from the blue side. Look at them. Members are down. Another member down. Three. This is like a 5v2 situation. If they overextend, they might be taken down. But Team Bluro, they are already back.
Really behind in terms of stacks though. I mean, by 10 minutes you do need to get around. I mean, okay, it's fair, I should say. It's fair. It's below the required level, but it's good enough. 152 stacks on the Sicilian, good enough. But by 15 minutes, I do expect him to get around 250 if possible, because otherwise, like you mentioned, the Sicilian is a late game hero now. He depends more on the stacks and less on the magic scaling. So you need more stacks to deal the same amount of damage that you did in the last patch. So because of that, buying magic power will not really help you anymore. You need those stacks if you want to deal the damage. And that is why the Sicilian, oh my god. Oh my god, the X-Borg, oh my god. What was that? Idle action? That was really nice.
That's true. That's true. That
Wow,
really
wow.
worked for them. But
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? I've never seen that thing before.
yeah, I mean, are they trying something like a formation kind of, or
Yeah,
they,
he's dancing.
yeah, they just set up a stage in a purple buff, one more moves. Let's go.
Whoa,
There,
break dancing there. Oh my god, this is true entertainment. Break dancing, and look at Alpha. Alpha is throwing the disco lights there. They're having
yes,
fun. They're literally having fun right now.
that's
Okay,
true.
top lane though, Harriet trying to deal some damage, and they are able to dash away with the guiding wind. And with that, this is the second Lord, the enhanced Lord, the luminous Lord. Let's see if this Lord is enough to crack down the base, or will they be able to extend another game? Right now, chill guys, really on the back foot. If they can actually win this game, it's still winnable for them even though they are behind.
Okay, Lord already gone. The mid lane falling down as well. Look at that. The battery's not doing enough damage onto that Xbox. Few moments ago, like few days ago, when the nerf was not here, he would have probably pulled off the Firaga armor out of that Xbox just by one hit of batteries. But that's how the bad the nerf is now. I would really not prefer Ace anymore. But if you're like stretching it to the very very late game, like a 20 minutes game, especially in ranks or classics, that's much more viable. Look at them, the domination coming, the glorious pathway, as well as the Zaman push drop. They are trying to deal damage, but no, it will be the Harris who falls down. Now the base is all open, the base is attacked, 50% of the HP only remaining. They are dealing so much damage, trying to take down the Lord, trying to take down the minions, which is pouring in the lane. The lane clearance is absolutely perfect, coming in from the side of Team Chilga, and they successfully defended it. But no, now the Fear of Alpha does come in handy to make sure that they are waiting it out. But no, it will be the Xbox looking quite low. He does have a Fraga armor. The minions are coming in. Team Chilga are frantically clearing those lanes left and right, from mid, left, top, bot. They are just not stopping. Now, finally, they disperse.
Finally, a moment to breathe for all the players, because that was a lot of action, and even then, Team Bloodoath not really able to crack down the Nexus. The Nexus still standing there, but they will be planning to do so in the next one. They definitely have to, because otherwise, I do want to see the stacks of the Sicilian right now and the farm as well. It should be, quite good now. And look at that, he's reaching that 250 mark. He'll be dealing a good amount of damage now. But I'm not really sure if the Genius One is a good choice there. I think he should be going with the Divine Glaive instead. And right now, looking at the farm, it's still 10k, but you do have enough items to deal the damage. And Irithel still needs to get that malefic gun, I think. But he's building that rose gold first, and probably going for Blade of Despair.
They need that. Need that malefic gun as well. But now, if they go in for that, they might. The Erythel has to skim for the damage output as well, because she's the only one good contender of damage in
Sea
the
Halberd.
team.
I think Sea Halberd would be better than BOD here.
Oh, truly, truly. Given the fact that they have an alpha, they have a Harith as well, and the cutout cutter with a revitalize. So, yep, the Seabird would work very well, but there's no contest for this Lord so far, because of the goal difference that we see, almost 10,000. And if it moves like this for the next 5 minutes, this might be game over for the side of team Chill Guy. But fret not, this is just the best of 3 series. The team Chill Guy can actually come up with a better draft this time, a better strategy, because the Martis is definitely not working here. And the Matilda was a very good draft. The High Loft was a very good. The
Okay.
Irithel was there.
Good lane sync.
Yep, the lane sync is there. Look at the Lord marching down. It is already into the Nexus. The Glorious Public coming into the play along with the Martyrs, trying to make sure that they are not reaching the Nexus.
Okay.
The High Loss down, the Harrod down, the Matilda down. They are still dealing so much damage, and the base will be popped off. There we go. No comeback for the side of Team Chill Guy, and Team Blood Oath picking up that victory and making sure that they get the match point already.
Yep. First match going into the hands of Team Blood Oath. They put up a very good show, totally dominating, and of course the X-Borg with the break dances entertaining us in the moment of in a moment of breath where they were resting. And with that, what a match it was. I mean, complete domination. Chill Guys, no chance there in the last defense. They sing the lane so well. I mean, if you try to freeze the lane and stack up the minions, which we call slow push, if you're trying to build that wave, and if you have two waves of super minions coming from three lanes along with the Lord, then you don't really stand a chance. And that is what happened there in the last one. So because of which, I mean, even if you have a Sicilian which has a very good lane clear, even if you have a high loss which can tank up all the damage, even then it's not really enough to sustain the pressure which will be coming in from two lanes. Sorry, two waves of minions on three lanes, that two super minions along with the Lord. You cannot really defend that. And that is why this composition really failed against Team Blood, or Team Blood Oath really showing a phenomenal job. The Alpha as well, getting the MVP, securing the objectives. And yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be coming back with another match between these two teams, because it's a best of three. And we'll be finding out real quick if Team Blood Oath can take the clean sweep, or will Team Chill Guys be making the comeback. We'll be back right away.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Mask, I see no fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows.
Good evening. Once again, we're back with the next game between Team Chill Guy and Blood Oath. The sides have been switched. This time, Chill Guy on the blue side and Blood Oath on the red side. And in the last game, we saw Blood Oath completely annihilating their opponents, Chill Guy on the receiving end. In this game, though, Chill Guy will be looking to make the redemption happen. And right now, we can see already the Harry being banned out. And right now, casting alongside Peachy will be myself, Fredo. Peachy, how are you? And what do you think about this game? Because we know that Blood Oath literally just taking the blood oath actually and shedding the
Your team
blood of
is
their
banning.
enemies.
Definitely,
Sir,
they
what's your
really
command?
made sure
Your
that this
team is
goes
banning.
into a one-sided domination game. The last game purely fantastic, purely
Time to drop the beat
disciplined
of the
Your
gameplay
flow.
coming
team
up.
is banning.
They were always there at the ganks.
The
They
Immortal One
took
chose me to
down the main
vanquish the
Your
important
team
members,
shadows
and
is
they
that
just walked
plague
banning.
off.
this world.
They were not overextending. They didn't want to take more fights. They didn't wanted more anything other than taking down, making sure that they are shutting the farm of the goal laner, the Matilda, the other members. Now the Martis was underfarmed, the Irethel was underfarmed, so that really lead to their team to getting that loss. But now there is a chance for a retribution. There is a chance to get back for the second match and try to push it for game number 3, or will it be Blood Oath? That same kind of gameplay, same domination coming up. I'm curious to know, but looking at the bans so far, the respect bans are here, and this time,
My
no
mission
more
is to protect
all
Your team
lives.
is
assassin
picking.
bans.
Yep, no more assassin bans this time around. This time around, we're seeing Blood Oath doing 2 assassin bans, and on the other side, only one. It will be the Joy. And with that, we can see the Matilda and Harith, which were picked up in the last game, being banned out. And on the other side, we can see the Zushin, the Fanny, and the Suyo as well. All of these heroes were banned out in the previous game. So 2 heroes which were picked getting banned along with similar previous bans.
Muzzle
So
of
right now,
iron,
we do know
hooves
that
of
Matilda and
steel.
Harith really strong. Two very very strong heroes that you don't want to deal with are getting banned. So you might as well start banning the Harith these days along with Iritha. And right now, looking at we are seeing 2
Let's hear
tanks,
from the
2
crowd.
tanky heroes,
Make
2
some
tanky
Your
noise
front
for
lines.
team
yours
is
But
picking.
truly.
like I mentioned in the previous game as well, CC not getting picked up. But oh, look at that! Just as I speak, we're seeing CC getting picked up this time around by Blood Oath. Blood Oath really understands the game, and that is why they don't
I
go with the
must
CC this
have
time, which they missed out on
knowledge.
in the last game.
That's true. That is definitely true. The CC coming into the play, that means the CC
Among the
onto the
planes exists
EXP
the Your team
laner.
is equilibrium,
Now,
picking. Which I was made
she
for.
did receive a buff, and it really helped her to put back into the meta. And but Team Chill guy, look at them. I really like their
I
draft so
am
far. The
Your
vengeance
last
team
game, the
is
draft
incarnate.
picked.
was a little dicey, a little bad, but this time it is not. The execution part, we might be seeing that very very soon as well. Look at them, the Eve coming onto the play. They will be making
I've been
sure that they
waiting
will
for
be
too too long.
zoning them
Banning.
out with the RWM and the Void Crystal. Let's not forget the amount of damage that it deals after stacking on the items. It is purely wonderful to see. But for now, let's jump back to the banning phase. The carry
See
does
value
get
in me?
banned.
Your
No
team
marksman,
is
and
You
banning.
Team
should.
Blood will be trying to choke down those marksmen a
Ready?
lot.
Go!
Your team is banning.
Yep. With that, we're looking at the rest of the
Only
bands. They are
love
choking out the
and
marksman, that's
night
for
Your
sure.
are
team is
But we see
picking.
a
everlasting.
Moskov being picked up here. The Moskov, a really, really good pick, I would say. You have that cross map pressure all the time on the opponents, and along with that, you have the real world manipulation as well on the other side. So a lot of
Your
AOE
team
skills
is
available to
picking.
chill guys. Meanwhile, on the other side, Team Bloodot does not seem interested to be in taking those team fights. They
Let's
seem to be
go.
more interested in having a cross map presence with the help of that Moskov, and with that, they want to push the turrets down, and they don't really want to take those team fights. And look at that, artillery being picked up as well. So they really want to, don't want to take those team fights. They want to avoid those team fights by having that long range. So you just clear the minions, you stay back, and you do what
Let's
you are
make the
supposed to do
whole
instead of
world
taking those
green
team
Your
fights
team
where
is
Team Chill
picking.
guys will be clearly having the advantage.
Definitely, you do see the you getting picked up into the first phase of the pecking. Now they counter it out with a Farsa now, and a very very
I'm
good
Yin,
counter,
and
given
I
the fact
won't
that
lose
Farsa
myself,
does
no
have the
matter
range,
what.
and the damage is totally incredible. You don't want to miss that. But right now, Bloodout picks up the Yin. Okay, this is new. This is new. No, I wasn't expecting a Yin to be coming into the play, but yeah, we do get the yin now. The Florine as well. Truly, truly, a good matchup. Along with an alpha, it does work out very well. But the Florine does need to see her position, where she is situating during the team fights. And if she is a little off position, then she would be the one first to fall down, and the team will be collapsing very, very soon. But let's just see what will happen. Will this be a match point? Will this be a clean sweep? Or Team Chill Guy pushing it to the game number 3. Now, since we are into the loading
Welcome
screen,
to MOBA
you guys
Legends.
need to do one thing: go bring in your friends and share this exciting
5
matches. But,
seconds
ladies
till
and
the enemy
gentlemen,
reaches
we
the
are into the
battlefield.
land of dawn
Smash
for the
them.
second match of the day. This is Blood
Ultimate
Oath
deployed.
versus Team Chill Guy. Let me know which team will be the one winning.
Definitely. And with that being said, we are already onto the land of dawn. A Yin pick, not the very usual jungler that you see, but of course, if you have a Florin on the other side, you definitely want to pick up the Yin. I see the intention there, I see the motive, but of course, the Florin will not be there in the front lines. You really have to make sure you are, flanking very well, because otherwise it will be really difficult. So yeah, with that being said, we are heading into the land of dawn. Look at the other side. Look at the goal lane there. Irithel really, really low. Might get taken down there by the Moskov. Forced to use a sprint and might be even forced to use a recall as well, because look at her taking a lot of damage. Farsa making the early rotation, putting the pressure onto the Irithel early on so that the Moskov does not really get comfortable. Sorry, so that the Irithel does not really get comfortable.
That's true. That's true. Again, a very good gang coming up into the bot lane. They just want to make sure the Moscow won't be there. But the Alpha thugs there on the blind spot. The Alpha was thinking, but look at that. Yin takes down the Alpha into that domain, takes him down, gets the first blood. Jungler versus jungler, true 1v1, and we just saw who just won that 1v1. Now look at them. They might be just taken away so much gold again and again.
Yep, they definitely are getting caught out, but of course, let's see. The CC is going up against the Alpha. Alpha forced to use the Spear of Alpha there. Will not be having it for the turtle fight. But oh my god, CC, isn't that a little bit too aggressive there? But oh, she uses the jump to get away, uses the vengeance as well, and now the Hylos is the one very, very low. But he does manage to escape that situation. But now Team Bloodhound will be looking to take the turtle. That was some good amount of aggression, I would say. Oh, on the other side though, look at that in both the lanes. Two members going down. And that is a disaster because now the Alpha cannot take the turtle. And look at him, he gets taunted as well. And now he is disappeared from the map. Okay, and SOD to try and get into the party, but it will not be enough. He will miss it because the Jin already took it. And look at this, Eren Yeager doing his best to take that buff away as well.
Okay. Now the RWM comes into the play. Look at them. They are trying to zone them away. There is this damage coming up from the Eve, but not enough feather airstrike as a response for that RWM. But it will be the high loss who falls down. Now the team Chill Guy are on a deficit yet again. It is just 3 minutes into the game, but 5 members have already fallen down. 5 kills already picked up. Now this is something of a concern because the gold is definitely going into the hands of Team Blood Oath.
Definitely is going into the hands of Team Blood Oath, and it's not really looking good right now. But of course, they do have a good late game potential, like the previous game. They have the Alpha who will be melting down this Gatot really fast in the late game. But oh my god, the Yin this time around again takes the Alpha into the realm, and he will be punishing him again. And this just shows that this guy, this jungler on the side of Team Blood Oath, really good at what he does. And RWM, but he will get taken down as well inside the turret. It's looking really bad for Chill Guys. Team Blood Oath clearly showing that they are way ahead in terms of skill and in terms of talent as well.
Definitely, they are showing that domination that they need right now. The Spear of Misery does connect onto that Irithel once again, but no, Irithel using her a crossbow just to escape that domination coming up. Now, the Bloom is here as well. Oh, it isn't pulled down, it will be there. Now, she's all alone. Florin is all alone. They're just trying to get a invade on, but that is like too risky. Look at that, that is what a disciplined gameplay looks like. Now Team Blood are doing an absolutely amazing job. And also, let's not forget, the Moscow is farming up. Look at the Moscow. Now he did take down so much gold shield, and Spear of Destruction does
Yeah, look
connect.
at him.
Will be taken down. The FL down so much damage, but it will be the last hit. It will be the Moscow who takes away those kills.
Yeah, I mean, look at him, right? I mean, he took that turret, he arrives with his teleportation, he takes 2 kills as well. What a gameplay that is! I mean, that is just so perfect. It seems like he is inside a movie or something and he's the main character. He takes a turret, he arrives, he takes 2 kills as well. And now he is the what? He's on a 3-0-2 and now he's the one carrying the game, even though it was not actually him who did all the damage in the first place. This guy literally stealing the show of everything that his teammates have done. But now, looking at the turret situation, Feather Airstrike trying to zone them out really low, and look at that. The damage is already there on this Feather Airstrike. And that just shows that Team Blood Oath are showing a really disciplined game. They know what they're doing. They understand this game completely, and they're in total control. And now Dean wants to go for the floor lane. Does not really get into the range though. And now Glorious Pathway being placed as well. They want to defend the top lane, but I don't think they can. They don't have enough damage.
Yeah, that's true. No damage, no gold, no money. They will be just having to wait it out, farm it up, trying to get the Irithel farmed up for the late game. And also the Alpha, because Alpha, who is a semi frontliner for them, needs to take her. But the AOG there, Florin had to use a flicker to survive that. She is there. She just goes into the
Oh my
domain.
god.
Completed. Yin takes away the kill. Look at them. No kills so far. This is like a deja vu moment from the last game as well.
Yep. And right now I can literally smell that it might be a 2-0. Oh my goodness, damage from the curtain's call is just way too much to handle. And they will not be falling down, but of course, one member down, it will be the high loss.
That's true. That's true. Look at them. Now the Moscow might or might not get that because the Feather Airstrike is yet here again. It is really popping off 50%, almost 45% of HP of that Florin who is vulnerable. She needs that Athena shield quickly as possible, but no, she cannot afford to make a defensive item given the fact that she is still behind in those items. The turrets are falling down left and right. This is not looking good for them. When will they be getting their first blood? A Spear of Alpha coming up defensively. Another two members falling down. That will be the Alpha as the Irithel, the main damage dealers. This is definitely not looking good for the side of Team Chill, guys.
Yep, looking disastrous actually. I mean, they're 10k goal behind in less than 8 minutes. So that just speaks in itself about the pressure that Blood Oath is putting all around the map, even with the help of a Yin, that too in a jungle role. So it's a really, really tough situation that they have to deal with. But I don't really see them coming out on top in this game actually, because the game is very, very out of their hands. They have the Alpha, they have the High Loss, they have the Florin as well, but the Irithel is not really farmed enough like we expect. And the fact that they're almost 11k gold behind right now, you cannot really do much to defend your base, because I mean, look at the holy defense as well. Holy defense is already popped off on the bottom and the mid, so only the top one is left. So when the Lord marches down, enemy can easily take the turrets without thinking too much about the holy defense. So it will be really hard for them to defend.
That's true. That's true. You look at them. The turrets are falling down. They are getting those kills. They are getting those turrets. What are they going to do? What is their answer? Because if the crystal goes down, there's no going back. There's no coming back to the lower bracket. So that is something that they need to wait and strategize again. Look at them, the turrets looking quite low from the pot. It might be the inhibitor which will be popping off, but no, they saved it. They saved it with every single HP that they had right now.
Yep, yeah, trying their best. And look at that, they take down everyone this time around. They only the second Lord this time. And with that, they are marking down the base. They'll be going forward it. And the Nexus has been popped, and it will be a victory for the Blood Oath. Blood Oath clearly showing that
Victory!
they are better than Chill Guys. And Chill Guys will be going back home. But next time they won't be Chill Guys anymore because they won't be chilling around. They'll be practicing harder and they'll be trying to make a comeback and show that they are better. But for now, Blood Oath will be comfortably taking this victory from their hands. And that too in what a style, right? What a style to take this game away. Zero kills
That's
onto enemies.
true. Oh, that is a way to end those game that really was one-sided domination. Congratulations to the side of team Blood Oath for making it to the further round. They really showed us a very, very good gameplay today.
Of course, they showed a really good gameplay, and we'll be excited to see in the next matches as well if they're able to do so or not. So yeah, we'll be coming back right away after a short break because we'll be having another best of three, and we'll be excited to see if the same thing can happen like this, or we'll be seeing even better and more exciting games. So yeah, we'll be meeting you on the other side of a short break.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Through this mask, I see no fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Mask. I see no fear. Move without flaw. strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to JOYTIME CUP. We are back again with another BO3. This will be between team Nunu Killer versus team We Are For You. Very, very first names today. There we go. Again, this is going to be another elimination round. No more lower brackets left. These teams need to make sure that they are winning it up. Now,
Sun
the
rises when I
challenge
give the
here for
word.
today
Team is
is will
banning.
this team go in for the clean sweep? Because, the last game we did see that. But before we dive into the match, the bans and picks, this is your caster Peachy, and along with me, I
Your
have
Let
Fredo
all
team
the
today.
is
injustice
Hello,
in the
banning.
Fredo,
world.
how are you?
Hello, Peachy. I arrived at the right time, and now I'm here to cast another match with you. It's going to be NK up against VAFW. FU. Acha. And with that,
Yes.
the
Ready?
bands are looking
Go!
really
Your
interesting.
team
Of
is
course,
banning.
if you are aware or not, I don't know, but this Chow is one of the hottest
Demons
picks in
shall
the
bathe
Joytime
in
Cup.
their
Every
blood.
Your
time a
For
team is
life
team picks up
banning.
belongs to the
Chow, they are
righteous.
able to win the match, and that is why we're seeing a Chow ban coming in from VR for it. Another ban. Oh my God, I never expected in my entire life I'll be saying an Alucard being banned, but here we are seeing we are for you banning out the Alucard.
Oh, okay. Alucard, something surprising. I wasn't expecting that, but looks like they have done their homework band, so this is something new. But again, look at them. They are still going in for those bands, the Lela, the Khalid. I need to see that Harith back again into the banning section. You know that the Harith was truly very
Muscle of
annoying.
iron,
Your
He could
team
bones of
is
not be stopped.
banning.
steel.
He needs that true CC onto him to stop him. But we did not see that much into the last game, but this game will this be something different because the Gatutkacha does get banned. That means there is a possibility of a Eve coming up. What are your thoughts on that, Fredo?
Well, I do have similar thoughts
Butterflies
to you.
born by thy
But
Your
of
wish,
course,
team is
we do
guided
banning.
have the
by
Matilda still
lantern's
remaining
light.
open, right? So let's see if we are for you are going to ban out the Matilda or not. We saw in the previous games the Matilda it did a phenomenal job every time, so it was banned out in the second game. But this time around, we'll not be seeing the Matilda getting banned. So let's see if NK will be getting their hands onto the Matilda or not.
Yep, they still have a one last ban, but no, that will be the Zushin, the most annoying mate. This means the Matilda is open, the Joy is open, the Suyu is open. What will Team NK pick up? Will it be something new? Will it be something of a comfort pick
Love
or the
and
meta
night,
standard
Your
picks?
team
I'm
is
curious to
banning.
everlasting.
know. Now, there is a high possibility of the Suyu coming into the play, but no, it will be Death who picks up that Sicilian. First game of the day, we did see that the Sicilian wasn't working out, wasn't doing much damage as we expected after the nerf. And will this be the same
This
case?
time,
Popple and
the
Koopa are
choice
the
is
best
mine.
partners
Your
in the
team
Let's
is
see,
world.
will
picking.
it be the same case or not? And with that, the next bands coming in, sorry, the next picks coming in will be the Popol and the Xavier. Both of these really good, I guess. Man, of course, the Popol can come out on top with any other marksman. But if you can, shut down the Popol in the early game, then of course any other marksman can actually shut him down in 1v1 situation. So yeah, early game pressure needs to be there. But the fact that you're having a Sicilian on the other side, you cannot really expect too many rotations coming in from the mid lane. So you have to rely on your jungler to make those rotations. But look at that. Somebody is aware of the meta, and
Your
that's why
team is
it will
picking.
be NK picking up the Badang here. The Badang, his control duration has been increased, as well as the casting effect of his first skill. So the control is going to be really high and the damage will be there as well. So yeah, of course, with that, let's see if the Badang works out really well because the Popol does not have a dash, the Xavier does not have a dash. So if he just tries to combo them properly, then the Badang will be definitely able to do a lot.
I'm born
Your
with
team
That's
talent.
is
true.
banning.
That is definitely true. On top of that, pairing it up with a Kofra, that's like a chain combo Pro Max coming in. They might be getting few of those heroes right there where they need it. But let's just see how they will be going ahead. For now, back again into that banning phase. We do see a Guinevere coming onto the play. The Guinevere as their roamer or EXP laner. I feel like this is going to be the roam Guinevere who was popular a few days ago. Few because she did get a buff and onto her spatial migration. But again,
Time and tide wait for no
Your
fare?
man.
How
team
will
is
she be
Ignore
doing
banning.
girl.
that in this match?
Yep, we'll be able to do that in the match. Let's
Your
see.
team
But
is
of course, we can
banning.
see the Guinevere being picked up here. I think the Guinevere is going to go roam, right? I mean, we these days, most of the times we see the Guinevere being picked up for the roam, and it's
Uh-huh.
highly possible that in this match we're going to see the roam as well. And with that, let's see in the second phase what are we going to be expecting. We don't really see the Matilda yet. We don't really see an Alpha yet. We are not really seeing the Suyo or the Joy either. So it seems like both the teams, even though they're aware, they don't really play those heroes. So that's why we're not really
Sir,
seeing
what's
the
your
Joy, the
command?
Fanny,
Your team
Suyo,
is
Ling,
banning.
Hayabusa, Nolan, so many picks. I mean, not getting banned in this game, but of course, like I mentioned, we see the Fanny is getting banned here. And why do you think why do you think we have not seen any jungler bans in this game so far?
True love is like
Your
blood.
Look at
team
them.
is
These
picking.
players want to go with tanky, and banning those assassin won't be doing much because those assassin needs a lot of farm. They need a lot of items to take those tanky heroes down. Now, talking about the side of Team NK, they have already set their eyes on taking those tankiness. Those Kufra, those Badang, an experienced EXP laner would be so good that he or she would be rotating that every single time possible when the teams need it. And we have seen that countless number of times at our Joy Time Cup. Now we might be seeing the same from the side of team we are for you, but let's just see how it will be going. That there we go. We
Let
finally got
them play
at
the
least one
hero.
of the
Your
I will
team
be the
is
jungler band, the
truth
banning.
this
Fanny.
world
Fanny does get
desperately
respected right
needs.
here.
Of course, even though the energy region has been reduced, we can still see the Fanny one-shotting the opponents. And of course, the Popol and Koopa, the vulnerable one there, because this little guy, he does not really have a dash. So yeah, that is the reason why we are seeing the Popol and Koopa. Because of the Popol and Koopa, we're seeing this Fanny getting banned, in my opinion. And along with that, let's see what the next picks will be coming in from NK. because we already see a Yuzong being picked up here. So as we all know, the Yuzong is definitely one of those heroes that can come out on top in the 1v1 situations because of his passive. But in this
Let's
game, he's
go.
going to go up against the Badang, which has been buffed. So it will be really interesting to see if the sustain fighter can work against the attack speed
Your
fighter.
team is
And
picking.
that will be really curious. But of course, we'll be seeing the next picks coming in
Careful!
from
I've got a lit
Team NK. It
firecracker
will
in
be
my
the
hand!
Irithel and the Sun. Both these heroes have been buffed. Team NK are literally going with the meta actually, with the patch I would say, not the meta, but the patch.
Definitely, the patch is here. They have been getting respected. They are getting picked up. They have done their homework. But okay, we are for you. Look at them. They pick up the Atlas. Now, the Atlas is something that you don't want to mess around. You know that if he gets a very good fatal link, that it will be quite deadly. But will the Atlas get a pathway to come in? Because this really looks very, very impossible for him, given the fact that there is a Cobra, there's a Badang, there's a lot of damage into their hands. But let's just see what will happen. I'm curious to know. But since we are into that loading screen, you guys go like the stream, get your friends, and do support your favorite teams. And let's make a prediction. Let's make a guess. Which team will be the one picking up this game? Will it be Team Nunu Killer or will it be Team uh, we are for you? Let me know into the comments as well. But with that, we will be soon going into the land of dawn.
Yeah, with that, we're already headed into the land of dawn. Very, very good lineups, I would say. The drafts have been looking really good. The picks were good. The bands were really good as well. And definitely, Team NK are, they are rocking on with all those meta picks actually. In the recent draft, the Badang got buff, the Irithel got buff, the Sun has been
Welcome to
reworked as
Mobile
well.
Legends!
The skill setups have been changed quite a lot, and that is going to change the gameplay that he usually
5
takes.
seconds
He's
till the
not going to
enemy
sit
reaches the
idle anymore. In the
battlefield.
early game as well,
Smash them!
he can do a certain, a good amount of damage, I would say.
Ultras deployed!
And with that, we are already headed into the land of dawn. Both the teams are looking to start their buffs. We'll be looking at them making rotations towards the goal lane for sure. And definitely the Popol and Koopa up against the Airtel. We know that the Popol and Koopa can come out on top in every situation, but against the buff Irithel, that will be something to see.
That's true. That is definitely true. Look at them. We are already into the land of dawn. We will be seeing this first match of the day now. Popo and Koopa as well as the Irithel. Look at them. The poke game is already begun. Looks like both the marksmen got that enough damage, but the scientist cross does connect along with the jump. Look at them. They are getting so much damage. One more bad feast onto him. One more basic attack, and he will be taken down. The kill goes into the hands of Irithel, and now they are just moving around the map. The perfect rotation coming in already.
Definitely. I mean, the early rotation was able to secure a kill down there in the goal lane, and that just speaks for itself. But now the Guinevere might be getting caught there. Really, really playing it really safe, playing it really nice. But look at her. She makes a mistake there. Tries to go in for the Irithel, gets taken down herself. Now the Atlas forced to use a flicker. Cooper really low. And another, oh my god, gold crab taken away from the little guy as well. Little guy really suffering. But now look at the damage and the slow effect as well now onto the second skill, because of which the Xavier taken down really low.
Yep, the Xavier is low. He needs to back off. And now he would be doing the same. But top lane, look at that. Batang already getting enough of the gold shield, trying to get so much damage onto him. If he gets that level wood very, very soon, he will be making sure that he is getting it. But right now into the bot lane, I do see the Atlas coming up to help the jungler. Sorry, not the jungler, but the gold laner. But the turtle is spawned. Oh, look, wait a minute. I do see something. The black dragon form already popped off. It will be the Yuzhong running away with a sliver of HP. I don't believe he should actually go in, but that would be the Guinevere who falls down. Now, the jungler falling down, that's not a very good course of action. Now, there we go. The Kufra looking quite low will be taken down. But in that process, Sun would be the one who takes down the turtle. An easy turtle, uncontested turtle for him. But the Dawning Light does connect, does not have enough damage as of yet. And they will be just scattered around now.
Yep, and this Badang is playing really well. He's putting the pressure onto the Yuzong actually, and he's still able to win the lane as well. And on the other side, Irithel also winning the lane. And that means, okay, this time around, Fatal Links will come in and he will be getting taken down. But Sun arrives and he wants to take revenge for his friend. And yes, he does.
Yeah, he gets that revenge, but the Popol and Popa looking quite low. They are safe for now, but I don't think they will be safe for so long, given the fact that he needs to get a recall as soon as possible. But the lanes are freezed. He won't be getting those minions for him now. He would be in a deficit right now, but Team NK are really dominating. They are just making sure that they are taking those kills. Now it would be about time that the Fatal Link should be coming up as well.
Yep. And this time around, look at the bouncing ball, not really letting them escape, slowing them down. And now they'll be getting kills already, 2 kills already onto their hands. They might be going for a third one there. Fatal Links connecting into 3 members, but there's not really enough damage. Will this thing go down? Does not go down. And with that, the Atlas able to make the escape, but they will be losing a tower down bot.
Oh, look at them. Look at them. Oh, yep, they are doing this. Now they got that bottom lane tower. They are still doing damage. Batteries coming out of the play. Popol and Koopa falls down. Now, so much gold into their hands, so much damage into their hands. They are directly going in for an invade. An easy purple buff for them, but Atlas, he is cooking something. He's trying to get something, but will he be successful? Because he will be taken down. And the other member, the Guinevere, falls down as well. Now, I'm truly scared how the Irithel is farming up 304 already. He has not been shut down. He's getting a bounty on his hand, but there is a chase for the Irithel off camera. The Xavier looking quite low will be taken down on with that bouncing ball. This is what I was talking about. You see that 1v1 against the Yuzhong, and it will be the farmed up Irithel winning it up.
And with that, red team clearly at a disadvantage right now on the 6k gold deficit. Sun goes in really aggressively, but there is a special migration. Fatal Links might be coming in as well, but they will not be required because Yuzong will be taking them down. Okay, Badang this time around goes in really aggressively with his ultimate and will not be able to take anybody down, and now he might be the one getting taken down. But Guinevere will be getting taken down at the hands of the Badang. The Badang using his Iron Fist very, very well. And look at the wall as well coming in. This guy is literally creating havoc for the enemy side. And the Xavier will not survive to the wrath of the Sicilian. And now look at them. They're going in even more aggressively. Going for the tank actually.
Yeah, that's true. The turrets are falling down, the goal going into the hands of Team NK. But since this is the best of 3, this is not the deciding match. They still have to get into the match number 2. It's okay if they lose that game number 1, but the game number 2 will become that, a really important match. But now I do see the Popol and Koopa falling down. The next would be the Atlas or maybe the Yuzhong, because their Yuzhong jumps in with the Black Dragon form, tries to get that Irithel. Irithel will be shut down. The Dawning Lights as well as the Immobilize onto them will be making sure Irithel will be caught, and she is okay. If Kufra gets a jump, gets that Royal Rakim onto that Sicilian, and the Sicilian will be going down another Dawning Light, and that would be not connected very well. Now, it looks like Team We Are Here For You are trying to make a comeback. Look at them, they are dealing so much damage, but no! Badang gets a kill. Look at him, look at that. He builds up the Thunder build. He builds up the Sky Piercer as well, and he is tackling him with the Sky Piercer already.
and it feels like he is going for the build where I don't really understand it. Hey, Kufra coming in with the Tyrant's Revenge, able to take the turtle away. What a turtle steal that was. I'm not really sure how he did that. I think it was the concussive blast which hit the turtle last. But now, at last, in a very, very tight situation, will he be able to escape? The Syrian will be getting that kill into his name and he'll be taking down the Atlas. And with that, Badang topside, trying to create a push onto in a 1v1 situation versus uses the flicker as well. The Badang but not really able to do enough. Now he's forced to retreat. Oh my god. The Badang actually used the flicker there but still not able to do anything to Popol, but this time around Popol is not pop, he pops off the flicker off screen, and with that Irithel getting taken down there, and Alpha Badang finally secures the kill onto the Popol. Fatal Links not really enough though, nobody's there to back him up. Spatial Migration does not land as well, and now Sanguine Claws does land, but they will be backing off.
Okay, the disengage is here. Both the teams looking quite little even, Since team we are for you are closing up that goal gap that they had. They're closing that kill gap as well. They have a long way for that kill gap, but they would be still getting it. The inhibitors are still intact, which is a good sign. But the Lord will be up very very soon, and that will be the level 1 Lord, an easy Lord to defend, but if they lose a lot of resources right here, then it won't be very easy for them. But with that, let's just see how it will be going in for them, because I do see an invade coming up now. The Sun does get a kill onto the Guinevere. A jungler for jungler. Both the junglers are truly unusual. You don't see a Sun jungle. You don't see a Guinevere jungle a lot lately, right? But look at them.
Yep. We don't really see a Guinevere playing jungle. It's usually used for the roam, but they're going for the jungle here, so that might be one of the reasons why we're seeing them lose. And on top of that, I mean, even if the Guinevere was a jungler, the tank build would do very good. I mean, here, because the Guinevere actually is a utility type of jungler. You don't really use it for the damage, and with that, Sun takes the Lord away, and the Atlas will be caught between those walls, and he'll be getting taken down. Oh, look at the Badang with the flicker there, really aggressive approach, and might be able to take down this Xavier, but the damage is not enough. It's a shutdown there. The aggressive play has been punished instead, and oh my, they took the Lord. They could have ended here, but the Badang, he went too deep, and now his team really cannot make the best use of this Lord.
That's true. That is true. The Lord is will be marching down, and the turrets are intact. The minions are pouring in, but the main thing is they almost closed that goal gap that they had, but it is increasing minute by minute. Look at them, the flicker already used coming in from that Atlas. Now the Atlas won't be making that flicker fatal links play, but now the Lord is marching down. That inhibitor will be falling down. Yuzhong trying to deal some damage onto them. The Kufra gets a jump, one man jump, but it won't be fruitful as of yet. The inhibitor is down. The Lord is still low. Atlas jumping in for that fatal link. He will be taken down. They go in for more. The Black Dragon form coming into the play as well. The Lord is already focusing onto that crystal, and they are still moving down. 50% HP left for the side of Team NK. The minions are coming in. The dawning lights are pouring in. Look at them focusing onto that crystal life. It is dependent on their life, and they get a Team NK winning up
Victory!
the first match of the day.
And clearly showing that the meta heroes actually work, even though we saw the Badang making a few mistakes there, over engaging, overextending. Actually, he tried to make some plays happen. There was no follow up because of the lack of communication. But other than that, they did a pretty good job, shutting down the Popol in the early game so that the Irithel could have the advantage. And after that, it was just a complete snowball. The Xavier did try its best, but it's not really enough because you need the front line to sustain. And there was not enough sustain because the Yuzong cannot really sustain enough damage in this meta. And along with that, the Guinevere was actually not tank build. It was actually going damage. So the Guinevere cannot sustain as well. And as we all know, the play style of Atlas is not really like a tank. It actually comes in from behind like a Kufra. So yeah, there was not any front line, so that Xavier not really able to, defend the base, and with that he will be MVP, but he will be losing out. And on the other side, the Kufra providing the perfect setups for his team, and a well-deserved MVP going into his hands. And with that, we'll be seeing in the next match if NK can continue that, or will the enemy be making a comeback. We'll be meeting you right back on the other side of the break.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. In the name of the Immortal, evil will be routed. Through this mask, I see no fear. Move without flaw. Strike without hesitation. I shall enjoy all the worldly things once my vigil is over.
Strike first and without mercy. Where I tread, death follows. Enjoy your last breath. Deploying smoke. Going dark. War is my trade. Death is my craft. Backup plan? I am the backup plan. My destiny is what I make of it.
Welcome back once again to JOYTIME CUP. We are here again with We Are For You versus NK. Both of these teams, they have performed really well over the entire tournament, but right now in this match, in the best of series, NK have clearly dominated We Are For You, and they want to take this game with a clean sweep. Let's see if they're able to do so, or will We Are For You be trying to redeem themselves. For now, looking at the bans, we might be seeing a Chow ban here coming in already early on, and like I said, Peachy, this Chow ban is permanent.
That's true. Unlucky day for me today, no chow so far. But, moving ahead into the draft, we might be seeing that respect bans coming in for that Batang, for maybe that Matilda this time, or maybe this team.
Ready? Go!
We are
Your
here for you
team
would
is
be the one
banning.
picking up the Matilda because she's one of the good utility support that we could have, and it could have worked against a Kufra, just helping that one member
Demons shall
into
bathe in
safety.
their
But
blood.
Your
last
The
team
light
game
is
belongs to the
their
banning.
team fights
righteous.
were haywire. They were just moving around the map, taken down one by one, and they did not have an answer back. So that was kind of the gameplay that we were saying. But for now, will it be a comeback, or will it be them coming up with new drafts and plans? Let's just see. But for now, team NK goes up with the Lela ban, they have plans to go into the late games, making sure, from that mid game to the late game, they won't be just dominating. So, yep, a Lela ban does make sense right there.
Yeah, Alayala ban making very good sense. I mean, in this meta, after the Malefic gun, even though the Malefic gun has been nerfed, it still has the
Butterflies
damage
born
stats.
by
The
the
only the
light.
range has been
She is
reduced
guided
and the
by
movement speed,
lantern's
so the
light.
damage is still there. The penetration is still there.
Only
The
love
the
at
attack speed
night
is
are
there as well as the
everlasting.
physical attack as well. So yeah, considering all those stats in terms of damage, there has been no change. So the Layla, the marksman with the most range, can still make the best use. And we see another. I mean, I don't really know why we are for you are banning out this Alucard, but oh my god, it's my favorite hero. So I hate to see it getting
The
banned
Immortal
every
One
time.
chose
I
me to
actually want to see
vanquish the
someone playing it,
shadows that
but I don't really
plague
see it
this
getting played.
world.
But right now we're seeing Gatot and Sicilian getting banned here.
Okay, look at them. The Gatot is banned. The Alucard, looks like the Alucard is getting respected. Someone from the NK maybe would be a very good Alucard player, so that's why that they are just perma banning. They just don't want to see it open. But for now, I'm looking at a Bane getting picked. Now the Bane, the jungler first pick. This is not expected. Now you know this is the assassin meta, so you put that emphasis onto that EXP
Hope will
laner,
find a
those
way,
fighters,
even
those
when all is
set makers
forlorn.
coming in from the tanks, the EXP laner, but they looking at a jungler as the first pick. I'm curious to know what team NK are actually looking. But onto the other side, I'm looking at a Suyu, a counter for that Suyu. That Suyu is
Yeah, what will be the counter pick for a Suyu? It will be the Bane, of course. And look at that. NK picking up the Bane here, looking really good, looking really strong, especially with this draft so far. But after that, let's see what they go for. Team We Are For You can definitely reply with some good picks here. What will they go for though? We'll be seeing it real quick. They can go for heroes
My
uh,
magic flows as freely as the
I'm not
wind.
really sure
Sand
that
rises when I give the
Hylos could
word.
do
Your
really
team
good
is
here, but of course
beckoning.
there is a Vexana on the other side
passive. Yep.
and two heroes which have the desert vibes, right? Both of them. Both of them have some desert vibes picked up here by We Are For You. The Vale and the Khalid. Sand Boy and the Wind Boy getting picked up here. So we'll be having a sandstorm or something.
Yep, that's true.
Power of Pegasus!
Hoping
Your
that that
team is
would be the
banning.
case, but it is, onto the side of team NK, they are going ahead with a comfort picks. Look at them, the Vexana, the Batang. This time the Batang is
For
again
honor!
coming onto the play.
Your
It doesn't get
team is
respected. It
banning.
is getting picked up yet again. Now the
Your
Whale is
team is
something to be
banning.
not messing around. His passive really helps him up to move around, glide through the map, through the land of dawn very, very easily. So you don't want to mess with him, but there is a possibility if they pick up a Kufra again, they might be able to grab that whale to his death. But let's just see what will be the team plan for today. Looks like the tanks are not here, and the Kufra will be respected along with a Tigreal. Understandable. Last game, it was truly annoying to see the Kufra always getting the jumps.
I am not the only one bound by
Your
these
team is
Yep,
chains.
banning.
the Kufra. It really was. I mean, it was MVP in the last game, and we saw the effect of the Kufra in the last game, because of which we're seeing them picking it up. I mean, banning it up actually in this game.
Time to
And
take
with
the
that,
field.
on the other side,
Your
we can see
team is
another two
picking.
heroes, the Phobius and
True
the
love
Tigreal as well, getting
is like
prioritized.
blood. Your team
And oh
is
my
picking.
god, this hero has been off my
To me,
mind.
fun is all
Bruno
that
actually,
matters.
in the last patch, the strongest marksman ever. It was left open in all the games so far. Not nobody really prioritizing it, but the thing is, Peachy, the Bruno is actually, I mean, the range is nerfed, but the damage is still same, so you can actually pick it up, right? But we don't really see anybody picking it up for the damage.
That's true. That's what this kind of hero
My
that you
mission
are
is to
looking
protect
at.
Sagittarius
lives.
But
guides my
talking
arrow.
about the tank coming in from the side of team, NK, they have a Carmela, they have an Irithel. Look at that, the draft is already over. Now, talking about the side of Team VR for you, they have a Von, they have a Hylos as well. Hylos onto the tank, and EXP laner, they have that Khalid jungle. Now, they do have a diving potential. They have the glorious pathway to come out as well, so this is looking good for them. But Irithel once again, I feel like there is a streak of Irithel going on.
Of course, the Irithel, definitely the strongest marksman. And up against the 1-1, it should do better, right? I mean, the Irithel is actually a counter for the 1-1 because the Irithel can actually move around and not let the 1-1 attack the weaknesses. And with that being said, take it away, Pichi. Oh my god.
There we go. We will be into the land of dawn very, very soon. But for now, let's, like the stream, get your friends, share it, because this is going to be an interesting match. Maybe the last game of the
Welcome to
day, maybe,
Mobile
we will
Legends!
be seeing that into the game number three. But there we go. We are into the
5
land of
seconds till
dawn, the
the enemy
second
reaches the
match between Team
battlefield.
NK
Smash
versus Team
them!
VR for you. Who will be the
Ultimate
one picking up the
deployed!
victory, proceeding ahead into that quarter finale? I am curious to know. And with that, junglers are moving towards their buffs already. They're just going in for the similar kind of rotation, focusing onto that marksman lane, which is interesting to see given the fact that both of the marksmen are really vulnerable that early game. So it is easy for them, but it is easy for that Suyu to take down rather than a Bane, because Bane is dependent onto that items. Bane is dependent onto his teammates to give that path away, give that a little setup for him so that he would deal that damage. But now we are seeing that rotation coming up. The 1-1 might be in jeopardy. Look at that.
Oh my god. Somehow able to manage to escape though. That was really, really close. But now we might be seeing another engage coming in from the Hylos, and look at that. Suyo going in, only one more soul sever will be enough, but it will be the Queller being used instead, and they will be able to survive still. On the other side though, Bane's still making his way, waiting for the level 4 before he does something. Okay, now is the time for the soul sever. But no, it does not come in. It is instead the deadly catch which catches them, and now first blood secured there, and it will be another member going down. It's really looking good right now for NK. Such a good start in the second game as well. And oh my goodness, in the EXP lane. Okay, 1-1 gets taken down though on the other side. And the Carmilla gets finished for the overextension. But oh my god, that was a very, very good fight for Team NK. I mean, they're going to get the first turret within the first 2 minutes. Oh, they almost got it there.
What? It's not even 5 minutes into the game. They took down all the gold shields. They took down almost 90% of the turret. That is absolutely bonkers. So much damage is there into the hands already, but both the teams are moving towards that turtle now. The turtle, something of an importance since this is the first turtle of the day. Look at them. They are trying to get a zone out with Sana looking quite low. She has to retreat or she has to come back into the battlefield given the fact that she needs to get it. But oh, wait a minute. The Kufra, sorry, not the Kufra, it will be the Khalid falling down along with the Suyu. That was like an EXP laner falling, Jungler is dead into the hands of EXP laner. Not a good matchup, but the Badang is really having a lot of damage already.
Yep, the Badang clearly having a lot of damage, and he played it in the last game as well. In this game as well, he's playing it again, and this just shows that right now, the Badang should really be a priority pick, you can say. But oh my god, is the Suyu aware of the situation? Oh my god, the Suyu gets his buff taken away by the Carmilla, and that too in a very, very unfortunate way. He was not really aware of the situation. But one thing
Oh
which I'd like to ask you,
man.
Pichi, do you think Badang's wall was this big before the update?
Sorry?
Do you think the Badang's wall was this big before the update? I think it was a little bit smaller, don't you think? I mean, I've been looking at the
No.
walls in the last game, in this game as well. It's so big.
That's true. Maybe that's like an effect of a skin, but I'm looking at the members falling down. Look at that! So much damage coming in from the Whale's ultimate, but the Vexana is safe for now. She was safe just because of the lack of the items that the Whale has, but it won't be the same case once the Whale stacks upon items. But wait a minute, they are on a deficit right now. They are losing the turrets, onto the side of Team NK. They are waiting it up. Look at them! Another knockup coming on to that. Carmilla won't be doing much. They are just strolling around. They are just playing it around the map, making sure that they are getting those turrets. They are getting those inhibitors for themselves.
Yep. They are getting those inhibitors, and they want those. I mean, they want even more, right? They want the base, actually. They want the base. They will be going for the base, but will they be having enough to go for the base? Now, they are going for the turtle. They can definitely do so, and look at it. Look at the level difference. I mean, Suyo is level 5 and the base is level 8. And now, the Curse of Blood connecting very well. A lot of damage being placed. Quick Sandguard and the Flicker being used as well. But will it be enough? It will not be enough because Apple is there to take away the candy. And with that, the Carmilla does fall though, but the 1-1 will be falling down as well. And that is really pathetic because now, I mean, there's no way you can make a comeback from this. I'm literally saying there's no way right now.
That's true. That's true. But again, there is a chance in the late game. But the way Team NK have played into the last game, the chances are very low. But the games is just into 5 minutes. It doesn't feel like 5 minutes have passed. It feels like we are into that 15 minutes of the game where most of those turrets are down. Most of the kills are into the hands of the side of NK. Look at them dominating. Now it is into the hands of 1-1 as well as High Loss to make sure that the 1-1 is getting farmed up. If the High Loss is able to give up a little vision for them, so they could really make a difference. But right now, into the ball lane, I do see a skirmish going on, and the Suyu will be taken down. No mercy shown, and the Khalid has to go back anyhow.
Yep, that is indeed Khalid which will be getting taken down. Irithel, I mean, you cannot really leave an Irithel open these days. It's a very, very dangerous marksman, especially because of the buff that she has received. And with that, look at that, already taking down 2 kills and now already onto the mid lane. We'll be going for the 1-1 actually, I guess, but will the 1-1 be able to recall in time? That is the question. 1-1 decides to recall, but look at the river flow. The river flow betrays the 1-1 and the 1-1 will get taken down. That is so unfortunate, but the river flow, the timing of the river flow was just so bad for the 1-1 there.
That's true. That's true. Unfortunate enough, he is down. The turtle is up. Now, again, a new turtle into the hands. Seeing what we are seeing, and with that, another glorious pathway, and that will be the Badang who boosted along with the High Loss. Now, 1-for-1 trade. Looking good, but there is a chase for that Khalid. The Eternal God coming into the play as well, and that would be the Irithel who picks up that kill. The turtle will be going into their hands now. It will be very, very under a minute that we will be seeing a Lord coming up as well. But I feel like they can pop the inhibitor even without the Lord.
Yep, and now look at the rampage. I mean, there's literally no words to say here. At this point, NK is clearly way ahead in terms of skill, in terms of gameplay as well, and their hero picks, their draft, everything so on point. Carmilla wants to go for a Curse of Blood. She does not really have the angle, and it's not really worth it because there are no minions nearby to push the base. So yeah, they will be backing off. They can easily go for the Lord, but they went for the third turtle.
Yep. There we go. A lot of resources into their hands, a lot of turrets, a lot of gold. They are just not stopping. Irithel is having a very easy time staying into the backline, damage. Not even the Whale can reach up, not even the Suyu. And if the Suyu does make a try to reach up into the backline, he will be executed. He will be slain no matter what. And that's how Team NK are playing it right now. There we go. They are still dealing that damage. They are still making sure that they are dominating. Look at the stand onto that soon. He will be taken down. The Carmela with the last two will be taken down. But the deadly
Boom.
catch does a double mock up, and the deadly catch taken them down. That malefic gun is definitely showing, you know, easy clean sweep.
Easy clean sweep. 11k gold lead. Oh my god. I have no words here. No words to say. We are. Oh my god, look at that. Goes in aggressively, takes gun down inside his walls, and everyone will be falling down left and right. So you're getting taken down as well. Glorious pathway. For what? For what? For dying? Yes, for dying. And the Halos will go down as well. And now look at the they're marking down the base. 1-1 has nothing to do there except jumping around, fooling around. Will be getting punished. The base will getting locked down, and with that, easy victory for Team NK.
Victory!
Oh my god, both the games going in a clean sweep. What a day coming on. Into the, I did say that it is a challenge for one of the teams to take it away in a clean sweep. I believe they have done it. And with that, Team NK proceeding towards that quarter finale, they are taking a good
Yep,
position. And
definitely.
along with that, the Bane first pick really worked out very well for them.
Yep, the anime really did not think of any counter picks for the Bane. They thought they could do it well with the Veil, but the Veil and the 1-1, not the best backliners, I would say. And even though you picked up the 1-1, you should have banned out the Irithel if you wanted to pick up the 1-1, but they left the Irithel open, and the Irithel, clearly a counter for the 1-1, was able to dominate the lane, and after that, dominating the entire game. I mean, zero deaths onto the damage dealers, and that just speaks for itself. I mean, that just speaks tons for itself. That Team NK were clearly way ahead in terms of skill and in terms of talent as well. And with that, they'll be having a sweet victory into their hands. And with that,
That's
we'll yeah.
true. What a game for today. I really had fun watching these games. I did not expect all the games going in a clean sweep.
Yep. But here we are. We are at the end of the JOYTIME Cup today. But of course, we still have a lot more matches planned for you guys. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications well so you don't miss out on the matches. And with that being said, we'll be seeing you tomorrow again. Bye bye.